Hello, I'm Nicholas Partington, and this presentation was designed to explain some of the building elements and design factors of a backyard chicken coop. I chose this topic because, well, this spring I was able to build one. When I was researching what coop to build, I found there were many different styles and different designs to choose from. Some are lower to the ground, some are raised up on stilts, some have screened in areas, and some are designed for free range chickens. This one has a screened in area for the chickens to go outside and still stay protected from predators. These coops obviously limit the amount of range chickens have to wander around and do chicken things. But this style has some flaws as well. It causes bare spots in the yard and a higher concentration of chicken excrement in the coop. This was the coop that I built. I tried to stay true to the elements of the original plans, especially when it comes to the framing. I added wheels to the side of the coop so can be rolled around like a cart. I felt different parts of the yard be better at different times of the year for the chickens. The plans that I used were available free on the internet at thecreativemom.com. I know citing a website with the name creativemom.com does not really speak to my masculinity, but they are free plans, and it is an interesting design that suits the type of coop that I wanted to build. Obviously, some construction knowledge is needed to complete a build of this nature. So if that's something you have, then these plans are fairly easy to read, and they walk you through each step by step. They try to explain the angles and the links of each board. Here's another image from the plans, which shows the angles and the links for certain cuts. And you can see there's additional text that accompanies each of the drawings, so you're not just trying to figure it out from the drawings. That's kind of explained out word for word of what needs to happen in what stage. So what does a chicken coop need to be functional? And what are the common components of a chicken coop? Well, you will need a nesting box, a roosting area, some sort of access to cleaning, and ventilation. A nesting box is an area where the chickens, believe it or not, will build their nests and lay eggs. The most important reason for having a nesting box is to allow easy access for you, the chicken owners, to gather eggs. There needs to be a door on the side or a hinged roof of some sort to access the eggs. As an older picture of the chicken coop that I built, it's just missing some paint, I think, in this stage, and the hinges as well. But I added those on. I also had the plexiglass window you see above. It's wasn't in the original plans, but I decided to put it in there to allow access, just allow light into the chicken coop and, allow for the chickens to look out as well. This is how the roof hinges up. I think at this stage there was no hinges on there, but you get the idea. Another consideration is the roosting area. Like many other birds, chickens prefer to roost off the ground when they sleep. This feature is not a requirement, but it is helpful in the sense that it will add to the livable area the chickens have. It adds a vertical dimension to the coop that allow for more birds and cater to their natural roosting tendencies. Let me just start this by saying chickens are dirty animals. They break one of the main sanitary rules that most animals live by. They poop where they eat and sleep. Having access to a large part of the coop will give you the ability to really get in there with a shovel and clean it out. And ventilation is also very important, especially in the summer months. Chicken coops can get extremely hot if they are sitting in the direct sunlight, and without adequate ventilation, there's a chance the chickens could overheat and die. I used hardware cloth to seal the holes so other little critters won't get inside and get the chickens. This is the front door and the ramp that leads up to it. The front door's on a hinge. It can be closed at night which needs to happen. You need to close the door at night, so keep animals out, of course. I use a sliding bolt lock to lock it up. This is the view from inside when looking at the chicken entrance door, through the door. It feels kind of spiritual with this light shining down. It seems like some sort of Catholic cathedral where chickens would perch and defecate on the floor. This is the angle looking through the plexiglass down into the chicken coop. Looks directly onto one of the perching bars where the chickens sit and roost. This chicken coop was built in the same style as the one that I chose to build. That's an attractive chicken coop. I think they did a really good job. It was built with reclaimed wood to give it more of a rustic appearance, and also set under a tree, which helps regulate the temperature in the hot summer months. Here's another version of the chicken coop. This one has the caged area in the front. So it's kind of adapted from mine, just kind of caged area is put on the front. I believe it was built on the same plans because it looks very similar. It might have been trimmed a little better than mine. But anyway, in conclusion, chickens are a large responsibility, and having a well-designed place to keep them can help take some of the load off of being a chicken owner. I hope you enjoyed this presentation, and thank you.